Hi survivors, it's me Prep Zan reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well, because what's going on in this world is not. It truly isn't. I want to share some information with you guys in regards to some emails I've been getting. And I thank all of you who send the emails, because it keeps the community updated and well informed, because I quite naturally don't know everything. But when we work together collectively, you know, we can help one another, you know, and that's important. And that's what's wrong with the world. But a lot of Americans today, everybody think they can just do things on their own. And that's why we're in this mess we're in now. So I'll be in emails talking about traitors of America, of this country, are already inside of this country. And we're not just talking about this administration, allegedly, because most of us feel like they are. And I said that's allegedly. You have to be really careful what we're saying. Y'all heard what they did to Alaska Prepper's YouTube page. If you don't know, YouTube have put him in YouTube jail for a video that he put out. I don't know what he was talking about, but it must have been the truth, allegedly, for them to censor him. So anyway, it was saying that these emails were, these people that's sending me these emails, y'all, these people are reputable people. I'm not going to say what they do, but what they do for a living, and organizations and companies they're affiliated with, I know they can't be lying, because they're, first of all, they wouldn't be putting this out there like that, you know, and or sharing it with me. But it's a reason for these borders open the way they are, because it's just not the M-I-G-R-A-N-T that are coming in. It's a lot of traitors of this country who are also coming in, and they plan on doing some major damage, y'all. Major. I think a lot of us already felt that, and that's why you guys watching channels like this, you know. And it's bad when you have so-called leaders that you cannot trust, allegedly, that are doing stuff to the country and to people in this country, to the citizens in this country, and to the system, which makes it hard for us to survive. But it's also terrible, more, well, I can't say more, because I think that's more right there, when you people that you put in positions of power to govern over you and make wise decisions, and they're doing just the opposite. But when you have people who are anti-American and they plan along with the same agenda as the so-called administration, allegedly, and they plan on doing a lot of massive harm and danger to the citizens and to the infrastructure in this country, allegedly. So we have to be careful, and please be aware that they're not putting up those signs on the East Coast in New York City, and they're not putting out those commercials in regards to N-U-C-L-E-A-R attacks for nothing. Y'all gonna have to read between the lines, because I'm not saying these words and getting censored off this platform. It's a reason for that. And don't take that lightly. I have some very important business I need to take care of right now in New York City. But I refuse to go. Because not only with that type of information, but also with this monkey business, that monkey illness. I hear it's running what you call it? It's out there in that community big time. There's people who've gotten it out there. And I pay attention, like I always try to inform you guys to do, what happens in New York City. Because it seems like these things be ushered in through that state and city. And then before you know it, it's all over this country. Y'all please excuse the quality of this video, but when I'm walking and exercising, I don't want people to know my whereabouts. So that's why I have the camera facing the ground. And then when you have people, a lot of people at one time telling you to stay away from certain places, you might want to listen to them. Because I have some of you who email me and tell me to stay out that city. And y'all don't think if y'all don't think I listen, I listen. I pay close attention. Because it could be God. Most of the time it do be God sending angels and sending people to warn you. Just like with channels like this. So you have to pay attention. And I pay close attention to what people are telling me. And I don't ignore it. Like, we have gotten so used to going through so much out here, so we just ignore so many things. And a lot of these things cannot be ignored. And no, we don't panic. We just prepare ourselves, and we be well aware and well informed. And we also update our family members and our community people about what's going on, so they can be aware of their whereabouts and where they're going and who they're being around, and vice versa. And who they're allowing around them. We're living in some perilous times, man. We're living in some, I mean, and we've yet to experience the worst, y'all. So you might as well put your seatbelt on. But you have to really have a soldier mentality out here these days. And be very careful. I get invited to a lot of places and I tell them no. And it's not because I'm not trying to live my life or enjoy life. It's because I'm being wise. Why would I put myself in those kind of situations, being around a lot of people, when I'm knowing that illnesses are out here, left and right, right and left, that there's really not a cure for. They tell you go do a certain thing, but these people that's doing that certain thing, they still catching that stuff. So for me, it's just wise for me to move, be very strategic about my whereabouts and how I move out here, and who I allow around me. And who I allow myself to go around. And me, I like to be around people. If I'm going to be around people, I'm going to be around people who think like me. Who are preppers and survivors. Who think based on survivalism. That way, they're going to be precautious as well. A lot of people, they just worldly people. And they go out here, they do anything, they say anything, they eat anything, they drink anything, they go anywhere. Wherever the media persuade them and influence them to go or do, they do it. The music that they listen to, they saying the lyrics to them. Don't know they bringing all kind of demonic spirits into their home and into their mind, into their soul. That's not me. So I choose not to do the worldly things. I choose not to be around the worldly people. And I choose to listen to God. And I choose to listen to people of God that God sent to me and give me warnings. And I suggest you guys do the same. I'm telling you now, there are enemies of this country within this country, allegedly. They're planning on doing some major, major harm. And we know most of the times when these people do things, it's within a crowd of people, or it's within a big, heavily populated area. So we know to try to stay out of the heavily populated areas, and we know to stay away from crowds of people. Be very, very careful, y'all, when y'all going out in the public. That includes your grocery stores as well. So I want to update you guys with that information. To me, it's really serious, and that's something for us to be aware of. And to be honest with y'all, at this point, we should at least have the basic preps. Basic, you know, at least 3 months. At least 3 months of food and water and supplies. And if you could get more than that, then yeah, do that, of course, you know. You can never have too much. But you'll have your basic things, you know, and make sure that includes your first aid kits. Make sure that includes your weapons. And I iterate y'all water more than anything, because you're not going to be able to survive without it. And ways to purify your water, of course. And enough food, non-perishable food. Because y'all, the way this grid is, and they so-called warnings as if they care about people, telling people the grid going to go down because of the heat, that's a setup, allegedly. Make sure you have ways to cool yourself off and to warm yourself up in the winter. winter. I would suggest for people who don't have solar generators, and try to get one if you can, y'all. If you have to work and save up for one, I'm telling you, it's worth it to save your life. But make sure you put water in your freezer and have a lot of frozen water in your freezer. So if and when that grid goes off, when it goes off, and if you don't have a generator, you have something in there to keep your food to last at least 3 to 7 days. I know I did that. And the food in my freezer before I got a generator years ago, it lasted for a week. You just can't open up that box a lot, you know? And then you also have some cold water. And keep a lot of cold water in your refrigerator as well, because it's really hot out here. Make sure you have your medications and the things that you need right with you. You can't wait till something happens to go and get these things, y'all, because it's way too late. So we should all be a step ahead of the game by now. And if this is your first time listening to this content, it's not too late. But you got to start now, getting the preps and the things that you need. At least 3 to 6 months worth of food and water and supplies and first aid kits and ways to protect yourselves, because it's going down in just a matter of time. Please follow me on my other platforms. Give this video a thumbs up. If this is your first time listening to this content, please hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more things about preparedness and being aware in these days of times, and things that you can do and steps that you can take to prepare you and your families. Please support the allegedly t-shirts, the good luck with t-shirts, the Plandemic t-shirts, the left is insane t-shirts. You go to my website, the links are in the description. I got all types of t-shirts to spread the message and to help this mission. If you're looking for land in bug out areas in Texas, I do have some for sale and for lease. Please follow me on Patreon for weekly survivalism classes and to learn about how to get grants of free money while they're still available to help you and your family during these times. Watch this world, watch the weather. Smell your water, boil your water before you use it, and keep surviving.